Good morning, everyone, and welcome here from Ocean City, Maryland, land of the sunshine, the surf, and the Thrasher's French fries. Yes, I did say it, Thrasher's French fries. Guess who's having them for lunch today? That would be me. So, we are here this morning from the MSATP annual convention. We are located at the Clarion Hotel here in Ocean City. We have a great group of people joining us for this 3-day event here in Ocean City. And with me this morning is Ellen Silverstein, our president elect, who will be inducted this evening.
Yes.
Congrats on that, Miss Ellen.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a busy couple of years.
Yeah, I think it will be. So not only are we going to have we're having some fun down here, again, including that great win last night with the Caps,
Oh,
bringing home,
so
home,
exciting.
and heading to the
Yes.
Stanley Cup. How
Awesome.
exciting is that?
It was really awesome.
Oh,
Really
it was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it was great. No, and holding those guys to 0 goals for
know.
2 full games. Can't beat it. I'm
Nope.
loving it.
Nope.
I'm loving
Nope.
it.
Let's hope they can keep up the momentum.
Yeah, so we had a great time last night in the hospitality suite. We had the whole
all the cheerleaders
all
were
the
there.
cheerleaders were there and enjoying the game. In fact, we were like, do not move from your seat
Right.
because you're going to jinx the score. So, not that we're all kind of crazy like
No,
that.
we're not superstitious
not
at all. No,
not at all.
Not at all.
Well, besides all the great fun we're having and the great food with Thrasher's French
yes.
fries, Dumpster's ice cream, Fisher's
We've
popcorn.
done that. Yeah.
Okay, so as I get larger as I speak, we're having some great education as well.
Yes, we have been. Yes, we have been.
So which one did you go to so
I
far?
have taken Bill Feely, our past president, or will be past president, gave a talk on sales taxes,
Mm-hmm.
and that was very informative. We then had Rich Godfrey speak on the Form 1,
Yes.
and I understand that was really well.
I
It went
heard
really well, yes.
In fact, from that, there were some wonderful questions that we are going to actually be posting in a couple of weeks. Some feedback that we got from the audience, like some amazing questions. So we're going to check on that with SDAT.
Wow.
So we'll look
Terrific.
forward to that.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. Perfect. So, and then today we have Bill Leonard speaking on the compilations and reviews and preparations, I guess, accounting stuff. So it's going really well.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a lot of people on there, don't we?
Yes. And remember, we started out on Tuesday with Dave DeJong from Choice of Entity, who did the Choice of Entity, and the whole, what is that? I forget the 21. What are we talking here on with the new tax act? Okay.
Yes, it was good. It was really good. He gave a lot of good information about whether you should be an LLC or go to a C Corp or be an S Corp, that kind of thing. It was very informative.
Yes, he always does a great job.
He does a great job.
He really does.
Yes.
I'm telling you, when you have people coming down to the ocean who are attorneys coming to hear Dave DeJong, that says a lot.
That speaks volumes.
That does speak volumes.
Yes.
And then tomorrow we're going to cap it off with
Bob Jennings.
Talking
about the Tax Act, yes, and how all the impacts and how we're going to deal with it all, because it's going to be a crazy next tax season, in my opinion.
I'll tell you, it's a great opportunity for our members because that seminar, 8 hours for $100, and you hear nationally speaking, Bob Jennings. I mean, that's a win-win-win, no matter how you look at it.
Total. All our members
that's too many wins.
Yeah. So that's okay. We'll take them.
There you go. But for those who might be missing the comps and preparation as well, we are going to be doing that again in Frederick.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that again in Frederick on June 5th. So of course, I mean, you have to pay the full price. You don't get that, but if you need it, you do have it available to you. So that's an opportunity.
Sure.
So that's great.
The annual convention is a really good opportunity for everybody to meet each other in a much more relaxed setting.
Right.
And we just had a great time all being together.
Right.
Going to dinner, having some cocktails, whatever, enjoying the sun and the surf,
as
it were.
Yeah, and we're going to continue this great networking party next week at the O's take on the Nationals.
Woo! So exciting.
I know. We have about 40 members going with us.
That's awesome.
I know. We'd like to see more, but that's okay.
Right.
And we'll have
you have another opportunity.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
June 21st. Come on down to Nats Park. You can watch the Orioles play at Nats Park.
I am looking forward to that. Yes. I enjoy both stadiums, so that'll be a great opportunity. And we're doing a little different there in Nats. Are we doing like a happy hour sort of thing?
We're going to be able to have a little section set up just for us outside on the on the veranda, wherever,
Great.
outside, and we'll be able to just collect there, and we'll be able to eat some snacks and have some drink, and then we go back to our seats. We have some great club seats, and we'll enjoy the games.
Awesome. That's a
Good.
great job. Great
Yeah.
job. So
Yeah.
I tell you, we have some exciting things coming up. I'll tell you, between
Yes,
the
we do.
education and the networking opportunities, it's a real opportunity for everyone to get together. And of course, not only live, but on with our Facebook Live program.
That
So
is
this is
it.
a great opportunity.
It is.
And I guess the other great thing is not only do we have our members here and attendees, and we have the great sun, but we have numerous partners attending with us.
Yes, we do.
We have
We're very fortunate to have
yes,
a
we have
wonderful partnership with lots of
corporate
great
sponsors,
corporate sponsors.
and they get an opportunity to interact with the attendees and offer great deals while they're here because they get seminar specials, which is wonderful just for attending.
Right.
And so, and on that little
On
thought,
that note,
we're
right?
going,
Yes.
we have one with us this morning.
Already?
Come on in,
Come on
Michael.
over. All right. All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, let me do some introductions. This is Michael Ashley. He's with Registered Agents. Michael has been a friend and partner of the Society for many years.
It goes way back. That's the gray hair that started the
You're
show.
looking marvelous, just marvelous. So, Mike, please.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. Like you said, I started my company, 19 years ago, and it was a couple years after that I started coming and supporting the organization, and been doing it ever since. It's a great organization. You guys do a great job, and just growing and keeping it up. So I really appreciate it. And you're talking all these fun things to do. It's great to over the years meet all your members and get to know them, and I've gotten a lot of referrals and business, so I appreciate that.
Well, tell us a little bit exactly what does Registered Agents do?
Well, we help with entity formation. So you were talking about the seminar the other day.
Yes.
New tax laws. What should I form? S corp, LLC. My company for a reasonable fee, $79 plus the
Oh
state
my
fee.
gosh!
Yeah, we will actually
That's very reasonable.
file the required paperwork, form your entity in any state, and you're registered to do business. If you need a resident or registered agent in any state, we can arrange that, and we do that for $99 a year. So before my life with registered agents, I was with a larger company that sold to law firms, big top law firms, and so hence the name Registered Agents Legal Services. But so we deal, and still a lot of my clients are law firms. It costs them less and to use us than maybe have their paralegal spend a couple hours to form an entity
Oh my gosh!
to register. So that's kind of the basics of our company. Like I said, we have a great staff in my office that can help you out. Just call our number, and we can get you set up and pretty seamlessly. Some of our great clients are doing business in multiple states. Oh, I'm in Maryland, but I got to register to do business in Maryland, or I got to do business in Pennsylvania, or I need to go to New Jersey or Delaware, and I need to take that company and register to do business in another state. So that's a lot of what we do.
So not only are you working for our attendees and our members, you also work for their clients.
That's right. Mainly, people aren't, I need to form an accounting practice. That's usually not the case. It's, I have a client and they're expanding and they're doing business in another state. I need your help. Or, I had this client and they're running as a sole proprietor and they don't have any legal protection and they really should be incorporated. And so they send them our way, and I do it both ways. Sometimes I get a call from the accountants and they want to help handle it, and then they get the EIN and do all that and present it to your client. Sometimes they tell the client, just go form this LLC here, use these guys, and then once you're all done, I'll take care of doing the taxes and doing the other stuff that needs to be done.
I mean, as a tax professional, Ellen,
It's a wonderful service.
that's one little thing off your plate. I mean,
is.
even though it's something, but having that kind of thing and having that partnership and able to turn that little piece over, that really
And
helps
to
them.
somebody you can know that's
Yeah.
going to do the job
that
and
has
get it
all
done
the
properly.
details.
And you want to have
correctly
somebody,
is really important.
sometimes this is not rocket science. I mean, you could go to the state's office and try to do it yourself, but for our fee, And the
No.
hassle and the
And the
time,
hassle, right.
you're better off. And did I do it right or did I not? My staff,
Exactly.
we're doing it every day in every state all the time, and so we know
I
what's
mean,
going on.
you
So.
know, I mean,
And every
the
state has,
value.
very different
That's
requirements.
right.
Yeah.
When I
different
started,
forms
you
and
do
things
in
like
Illinois, and it needed to be in black ink or blue ink, and if you didn't do it right, they reject.
Oh
Little
my
things like that.
goodness.
Yeah.
So you never know. There's always little
Right.
quirks. Now we don't give legal advice, but once you know what kind of entity, or if you're not doing anything complicated, we're not attorneys, but we're providing a service to help
That's
you.
no,
actually do
it's
it.
more
Yeah.
sorry. It's a value. It's a
Yeah.
huge value.
So that's kind of where we go with it. And, our website is inklegal.com, inclegal.com. That really is kind of a brochure. It's not too robust. It's just to let you know we're there, and if you need to make a payment or just learn about our company. That's what we
Now,
are.
Mike, do they need to talk to you directly, or?
No, not at
Okay,
all.
great.
Hopefully I don't have to do that. No. A lot of times people will call and I'll refer them over. But I have a great staff, incorporating specialists that will answer the phone. You're not getting a recorder. You're always getting someone you can talk to. You can ask us, how much is this going to cost? We'll tell you. We check the name, make sure it's available, and do a lot of the background
Oh,
stuff.
wow!
So,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. That's
we'll
awesome. Yeah.
check the name, see what you want to do, prepare the forms, make sure it's okay with you. And then submit it, and we usually do it the most efficient way. If it only costs $25 more to have it expedited, we'll usually recommend doing that. Why wait a few weeks? And most of our turnaround time is 5 to 7 business days.
And what number would they be calling, Michael? What is that number?
It's 800-400-6650.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
800-400-6650.
And where are your offices located?
We're just in Wilmington, Delaware. So,
Okay.
but I spend a lot of time in Maryland, obviously,
Right.
just exhibiting at these shows. I go up to New Jersey and Pennsylvania, kind of day trips. I have a big family, so I just want to stay around the kids so I don't travel too much. But so that's kind of where it is.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we cannot thank you enough.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, we've only heard
Really
great
appreciate
things
it. Yeah.
about your company, and again, your continued support of our society is amazing, and we really, really thank you for our great
I
relationship that
appreciate
we
it.
have.
It's great to
Any
be a part of
questions?
it.
Perhaps a silly one from off the camera.
Sure.
When you guys work with tax and accounting practices
Yeah.
and offer this, do you find that most of them do like a markup and offer that as a service that they provide to clients, or how do they position it?
So
to their clients?
we have two different kinds. Some don't want to be involved at all. I remember when I used to exhibit up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the lawyers, and then would go after, you're practicing law, and so they don't want to get involved in it at all. You're trying to help people. But some of the clients will do the work for them, and they'll get their own EIN, and they'll do extra services on top of just forming the company for their client. So in a sense, that's how they might mark it up. They might get us with the initial paperwork and add all that value added onto it as well and charge a client. And sometimes they don't want to have anything involved in it. We always usually offer $20 off the first order for society members.
Okay.
And so we get some that they just refer people over, and after it's done, go to it. So it works a little both ways. We have some that want to encompass it all. They might charge their client one set fee to help organize and do all the legwork instead of having to call us and deal with us. They're doing it for them. So they're kind of charging one fee to their client and then just taking out disbursements for it.
So they don't say, okay, I see.
So they might say, okay, I can help you do this all and get all this EIN, and that will be $500, and then it might only be $250 of all our fees all added up. So something like
okay.
that.
So it's
there can be a benefit if they want to get
Sure,
involved
I
and
mean,
do that.
Want to, right?
And if they don't
Exactly.
want to get involved, then we can help them and get it done for them. So
okay, good.
A lot of
Hopefully
cases
that
I
helps.
choose not to do that. I'll just have them call you
Yeah,
direct
so.
because I don't want to be involved with that process
Yeah.
necessarily.
And sometimes their clients, depending on their clients don't want to have to deal with it or not sure. Oh, my accountant told me to form an LLC. What does that mean? And am I saying the right things? And maybe it's best to have the accountant get it all arranged out for their clients. So,
Great.
so either way, we'd be glad to talk to you and work it out.
Well, thank you again for joining us this morning, Mike. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks
Yes,
for having
thank
me.
you. And
Really
again,
appreciate it. Thank
yes,
you.
a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, we're almost finished up for this morning. I just want to bring up what we have coming up.
Please.
And I know Michael will be joining us at some other seminars
Yeah.
besides the one here in Ocean City. We do have the seminars, the tax speaker, as I said, the prep and comp in Frederick. We're also on the second day on June the 6th, we're having the Social Security event, which is going to be another Really, really good course.
Well attended.
Well attended. And so
If you haven't
this is
registered, I suggest you do.
exactly, this is very, very important.
Mhm.
And for those who are looking very closely at their renewal date for their licensing, we
Mhm.
do have an EA ethics class and a Maryland CPA ethics class coming up on June the 7th in Gaithersburg. So if you know that your license is around the corner, both of these designations require to have the ethic requirement. Make sure you take these classes. You want to make sure that you get all the CPE you need to keep your license. So that's very, very important. And so then, Christopher, I just want to say we have Memorial Day on Monday.
Yes.
I want to say for all the veterans and their families out there that, thank you for your service.
Most
Our
definitely.
hearts all go out to you. And again, enjoy the long holiday weekend and
Yes.
a wonderful time. And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Okay.
Again,
Thank